Well, hello there, it's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com. I'm back with my blue gloves on for another unboxing video. And today did not go exactly as planned. A lot of stuff came up. It's now 6:30 p.m. and I'm just filming my third video for the day, and really only my second actual video because that one opening probably didn't count. So we're gonna do a couple of just rapid fire unboxings and then a couple of reviews and try to get 6 of these in the can before I go to bed tonight. But it might get weird as I get tired. Sorry, but we'll do the best we can. So yeah, for right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be opening up some Star Wars cards. Uh, why? Well, so if you watch the unboxing of the package that arrived, it had these two boxes in it. Now, I have a bunch of others in the archives, but since these two just arrived today, I kind of had Star Wars on my mind. And when I went to take my son in to his job, I drove him to work today. He works at a McDonald's right next to a Target. So I was like, okay, well, I'm here anyway. I'll go into this Target and just kind of see what is there on the shelf. There's never anything on the shelves. I mean, I live in Los Angeles. The Targets here are generally just like disaster zones all over. Everything's just all over the place on the ground everywhere. And the trading card section is no different. The trading card section usually looks like a small explosive went off somewhere near it. And today was no different than any other day. It was just chaos there. There was like a couple Pokemon cards left, one hockey blaster, like one, and a bunch of like little figurine blind box things, but they were just thrown like on the ground, on top of the thing, under the shelves, on the shelves, in the wrong box. It was just chaos. So I dug all through all that, and there was really nothing there worth even getting, except they had a pile of these. So think about that. So this Target had been ransacked. Like everything was gone. All the Lorcana. Like I was kind of hoping I'd get maybe a Lorcana box. I don't really want any, but I was just like, Wednesday I'll pick one up. But there wasn't one. Everything was gone. But there were like 30 of these blasters from. So this is a Star Wars Flagship, the latest release from Topps, the retail product. So that tells you right away that this particular product is one, not very well liked because it was just like, you have to understand these shelves are empty, just like empty with like wrappers on them and stuff. And then there's like 30 of these just sitting there on the shelf, on pristine, untouched, like no one even looked at them once. Or these are like massively overprinted. Both could actually be true. But anyway, since they were there, I was like, okay, well, I'm here. I'll pick one up. So I went through those 30. I just kind of like, I don't have a scale or anything, but I was like, okay, well, which one feels heaviest? And this one felt heaviest of all of them. So I grabbed this box and I brought it home. I did pay for it. I didn't just walk out of Target. Don't worry, I did pay for this. But yeah, so I got this. And since I had these, I was like, okay, well, let's do a Star Wars battle quick. So we're going to do kind of the same thing with this. I'm just going to pick them up and try to feel which one feels heaviest. And that's the one we're going to open. I don't really have, I have a scale, but I'm not going to go get that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get the scale. Hang on. I'll be right back. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get the scale and show you guys how this works. I'll be right back. Yes, I brought my kitchen scale with. So we're gonna go ahead and see now. I'll show you sort of how weighing packs works. I don't know if I should be teaching the world this, but anyway, with a scale, you just zero it, and that tells it it's 0. And then we're gonna put one of these on. We'll see how much it weighs. So this one is 380 grams on the dot, which is kind of weird, but that's what that is. This one is 378.5 grams. So this one's heavier. So that means we should open this one. If we're going to open both in time. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and mark this one. So we'll open this now and we'll keep track of what's in it. And then when I get around to opening this specific box here, you can kind of see the code on it there is this. So when I get to opening this specific box, we'll compare the two and see if the scale actually worked or not. Okay, but for now, that's funny way to use a scale. Sorry, don't bring those with you to Target and weigh packs. That's really mean. Don't do that. seen people do that before, and it's like, just don't be that person, man. Don't do that. All right, so here we go. Let's get into it. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna break both of these. Nothing too fancy. We're just gonna open everything in both of these boxes. And so we're gonna cache this entire blaster here, and then we're gonna cache this whole box. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So this is a blaster that I actually bought from Target. Like, I actually walked into a Target and purchased this, which is not the first time I bought cards at a Target, but one of the few. Usually I'm ordering online or going to Bullpen LA is kind of my local card shop, so I'll go there. You know, they're always a little more expensive there, right? Your local card shop is always going to be a bit more expensive than online, but if you don't support them, they're going to go away. So you have to go in there and pay the extra, 5% or it's 10% sometimes, whatever the markup is for the local shop. Otherwise, the local shop is not going to survive. So you gotta help them out where we can. Yeah, so I do, like, all of my sports cards I buy from Bullpen LA, and I pay, a little bit more for them, and I'm okay with it because I want, I want that shop to exist. I want them to keep carrying interesting things and being there, and they do wonderful trade nights and all kinds of awesome stuff. So yeah, I have absolutely zero problems supporting my local store. But in this case, I supported my local Target. They don't really need the support. Okay, so this is pre-release. It looks really like a kind of bootleggy product, but honestly, nobody's really sure. Like, there's a lot of strong signs that this is bootleg, but also it's been actively and publicly sold next to licensed product like Card.Fun for a year now. Like, I've seen this for at least a year, and I've been buying it since then. Like, I've bought boxes, pretty much every month since then. I've never had an issue with customs. I've never had a vendor like try to hide it with, like they do with the Naruto cards, where they'll just call it something else. That never has happened. So I have to assume that either, this is something that is fully licensed, or Disney just does not care enough to enforce their copyright on it. Because, I mean, if they cared, they could. They have the power to stop the sale of something like this in China. And I've seen them do it before, so they could do it, and they didn't. So, again, not evidence, but it's a sign, right? Okay, so sorry, let me get a little more into this. So this is a set of trading cards for Star Wars. I love these cards. They're part of my PC. I have a ton of them. And I've opened at least 6 boxes, maybe more. Actually, we can count the envelopes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've opened 7 boxes so far. This will be my 8th, which sounds like a lot, but I know people. In fact, I was just talking to someone on Instagram who orders cases. So there are people who order 36 boxes at a time and open them. So I'm really kind of small compared to most people, as insane as that sounds. Each of these boxes comes with a promo, and that's what's in this envelope. And the promo will be a ticket for one of the movies or shows. It's not a real movie ticket, but it's a trading card that looks like a ticket. And I've been looking for the Rogue One one, and I haven't gotten it yet, and it looks like I'm still not going to get it. Oh, but I didn't have this yet. So this is episode 2, The Phantom Menace. So I had episode 1, and I think I have episode 3, but I don't have 2 yet, so I might get a full set of these eventually. No Rogue One, though. That kind of sucks. This movie was famous for the meme about the sand. He doesn't like sand. It gets everywhere. That's going to happen when you're born and grow up on Tatooine. You're going to start hating sand. Me, I grew up in northern Wisconsin, and as a result, I hate snow, and that's why I live in LA now. So no snow here. 1 second, I got to pause. I'll be right back. Sorry again, I'm back. That's going to be a theme. Just today got a little weird. I've got some other stuff going on, things I got to deal with and stuff, so I'm going to have to pause a lot, but I'm still going to try and get these videos done tonight so that I have stuff for the week. Otherwise, you guys are going to be getting sports videos all week long because I have a lot of sports videos that I didn't upload yet. And I don't have a lot of these, so I gotta make these today. So we should be seeing 12 packs in here, which seems like a lot, but you only get 2 cards in each pack. So do keep that in mind. And the packs are, let's see, there should be like 2 QRs and like 1 other hit in here. So there should be like 3 biggish hits inside of this. Maybe 4 if we get lucky. That's about what you can expect in one of these boxes. And so this is a, well, I pay $15 for this box, and this blaster I paid $20 for. So this is $15 worth of Star Wars cards, and that is $20 worth on the Western side. So we've got Western cards, Eastern cards. And since we've got 12 packs here, we'll start here, and we'll get 2 of these opened, and then we'll move over there and start opening those. And we can go kind of fast. I know I'm like 11 minutes into this video, sorry, but we'll be able to go kind of fast after this because I know these cards pretty. Oh my god, we pulled a big hit right away. All right, well, I'm gonna put that to the side. Well, here we'll look at the SR. Okay, so yeah, there's the SR. I have a full set now of SSRs. These ship encyclopedia cards. I have the entire set, so I'm not missing any of these. And I almost have a second set. That'll be cool. And I'm gonna just leave this over here, and we'll look at that in a bit because I don't want to pull the major hit in the very first pack. That would be sad. And then we know it's done, right? Because there's really going to be only like 1 big hit in this whole box, if I had to guess. Okay, so this is much better. So the reason I could tell this is a big hit is the backs are rarity specific. So this back is specific to some rarity. I can't remember. It's either a prize card or it's the Secret Plans card. It's one of those two. But this is different. So this is an SSR. So this will be like one of these. And this is a UR back. All the URs have this kind of TIE fighter like back to them. So this will be, yeah, like one of the encyclopedia cards, which I sleeve all these just because they are honestly, even the base is worth like a couple bucks each. So it's like worth sleeving them all. And I already have this UR. It's a weird, the weird thing about this set, and I've heard this now from a couple people who buy cases, like multiple cases, right? So that's over 100 boxes that they've opened, and they don't have full sets of UR yet. So they'll have like a full QR set, they'll have a full ST set, but they will not have a full UR set, even though it's a lower rarity. It's just a weird quirk of how the set was distributed, that there are certain the URs are separated into 6 cards per film, and so this one is from what, The Force Awakens, or one of the, like, those look like First Order stormtroopers to me. So one of them, but yeah. Anyway, so there's like 6 cards for that movie, and like one of them, I can't remember which one, is just super rare. And I pulled none, and there's other people that have like none of them, and so yeah, in a weird way, UR becomes the chase in this set. Just because of the weird distribution that it has. Sorry, that's kind of an aside, but anyway, now you know. Okay, let's get into tops then. So those are cards by Step-In Games, sold in China, and you know they are Chinese cards technically, although there really is no sign of that on the cards. There's no Chinese characters on them. They have, you know, English words. These are all English words. And they have the copyright and everything is set up as if they were going to be sold in America. This back here again is something that you would see, you know, maybe like this is the Chinese warning symbol, but there's no government documentation here. So I know nobody else cares about trade blocks. I mean, let's look at some trading cards. Here we go. We've opened a lot of these already too, so we don't need to spend a ton of time on them either. We've opened one entire jumbo box of this, which is what the hobby boxes are called. I have a whole other hobby box, but then I also got this blaster, so I'm opening this blaster now. These are the base cards. So they are paper. There's no stamping or any kind of foil on that at all. It's just color printed paper, which is fine. This is a retail level product, so you should not be expecting much more than that. But because of that, I don't bother to I just don't bother to sleeve those because they're just the base anyway. Now that is a that's Bosk, of course. Or who is that? That's That's not Bosk. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That's okay. This is from the Book of Boba Fett. It looks like Bosk, but it's a different bounty hunter, I guess, or someone from their species. But this is called a rainbow refractor. It's the base refractor. It's like 1 in 3 packs or something. So, or I think 1 in 1 pack. So this is like what you'll get by default and everything. So we should get, if we have 10 packs, we should end up with 10 rainbow refractors or some variant of that. And then this is our insert. And this time we got epic clashes. The clash between Kylo Ren and the Praetorian Guards. I already have this epic clash. But I'll still go ahead and sleeve it because it is an insert. And then this is what they call a lightsaber die cut. So it's a base card, like this image and everything is the same as what would be on Moff Gideon's base card, but it's cut like a lightsaber, as if it was cut with a lightsaber. Although it's really just cut with a regular laser. Just a regular laser. There we go. Cool, cool. All right, let's grab another one of these, and we'll be able to go just back and forth now, one to one, which doesn't seem fair because there's like 7 cards in the Western pack and only 2 in here, but there's way less hits in those, right? Like you see here, we're not going to get major hits from each pack, and I guess we're striking out over here too. So this is, again, every time I say that, it's because you see this pattern, this pink and this TIE Fighter. It just means that it's going to be a SSR and a UR. And chances are I'm going to have them both because it is... I have all of the SSRs and I have almost all the URs except for the super rare ones, which I never pull. So this one I have already as well. You can see this, when I'm talking about distribution, what I mean there is the way these are printed is they're printed on sheets and then cut, and they must be printed such that they're printed sort of all the UR06 and 07, like they're in order right on the sheet. You'll see as we open this box, we're going to get URs clustered around this numbering and then maybe one other numbering, but we won't get it spread out. It'll be clustered up, which kind of tells us that they're not randomizing their sheets the way Topps would. I want to say the way they should, but these are 2 different companies operating in 2 different markets, so it's completely different structures, totally different ways of designing sets. But the consequence of the way they design their set is they made some URs very rare. So here we have a couple more base. Probably going to get like 4 base cards in each. Oh, we got so in this set, we didn't get the upgrade. So we didn't get this. We just got a regular base card in that slot. And then we got an insert, and we got, this is a location card, Octu. But these, I love these. So these are comic book cover cards. And I am a sucker for this kind of thing. It's the reason I keep buying this product, even though I know it's like crazy oversold and like no one's ever going to buy much of this. It's like really hard to pull anything from this that would be worth any money. But I love the comic book art cards, so I will keep pulling anyway. What are we going to do next? I don't know. I've got... Oh, actually, yeah. Okay. I'm going to do my aliens thing next because I kind of want to get that out of the way. I'm going to do a big aliens versus waifu battle. It's going to be amazing. Oh, it's going to be amazingly weird. But that's what we're here for. At least that's what I'm here for. You're not here for the weirdness. Wrong channel, my dude. Wrong channel. So there you see again there. 6, 7, 8, right? It's clustered around that. Instead of being like feeling random. you'll see this pattern in every box. Now, if the boxes had serial numbers on them the way some Western boxes do, it's likely that you could infer from the serial number what the cards inside of it were after you knew enough about the set. That has happened in the past with Pokemon sets, with Star Wars cards before, top sets before. It's rare, but sometimes they make a mistake in the distribution and they tie the serial number of the box to the sheets that ended up in that box. And as a result, you were able to like open a case and know exactly which box is going to have the case hit in it. And this is always a problem because it means that that set is basically like very easy to weigh and search. And so it feels unfair, right? Those kinds of sets. That's just sort of what this is. But also at the same time, it's your only choice. So at least if you want these kinds of like high quality, like really, these are very high quality, great looking cards. So if you want that collection, this is kind of your only choice. There is the Card.Fun art cards set for Star Wars, but it's very like, it's a very strange set because it's really like art focused. But also the art is it's like kind of weird, like a lot of weird art structures and stuff. But the worst thing is it's expensive. It's like $100+ for one box of those, and that's just not worth it for me. I've never bought a single box of those. Even now that they're coming down to like 60-ish a box, I still am not willing to buy them. Two dupes again. That's Slave 1, at least it's a cool ship. But yeah, these, yeah, so here's 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9. If I had to guess, the next UR I'm gonna get is either gonna be 5 or 10. It'll be either 5 or 10. We'll find out here in a second. One second, I gotta pause again. Sorry about that. It's gonna be one of those days. All right, I'm back. And since I was paused there for a little bit, I decided to do something kind of fun. So we just opened up one of these. We're gonna open one of these next. But why don't we weigh the packs and pick the one we're gonna open that way? It shouldn't take too long. So this one is, oh, let me get that into grams. There. So that is 14 grams. We use grams because it has better 16. It has very good resolution, right? If you use ounces or something, it won't have the same resolution. It seems like you basically have two weights. You have 14 grams and you have 16 grams. 14, 60. It's like exact. There's either 14s or 16s. So these are all the 14 grams. These are all the 16 grams. Let's weigh these then, just to see. So this is 15. 14.5. Okay, so 15, 14.5. 15.5. There's a lot more variance in this, I guess. No? So these must be base. Huh. There is still a consistency down there at the base. Wait, let me settle that again. 14.5. So, okay. So if weighing packs works, those will be our hits, these will be our base. Let's find out. So let's open one of these and see if it has some balance in it. And I've just shown you now how to rip everyone off. And also, why you should never buy loose packs. If you care at all about pulling good cards, do not buy loose packs because you will not pull good cards from those packs. Because someone will have done what I just did. I would never do that to you, I promise that. If I'm selling something, I'm not doing that to you. But I do it on camera just to show you kind of how easy it is. So that you don't yourself end up getting getting scammed that way. Now, I buy loose packs. Like, I say don't do it if you care, because if you care, don't do it. But if you don't care, then you just want to see the cards, like, there's no reason not to do it. I mean, you're still gonna get cards from that collection, right? So it'll still work. Now this is interesting. It's backwards, and so this is probably the reason that pack weighed a little bit more. And there we go. It is a gold parallel. Not numbered though, which is kind of weird. I thought the golds would be numbered to 50, but this one is not. Oh, I guess I don't understand. But anyway, this gold is what made that pack weigh a little bit more. Or I could be wrong. It could also be, and we'll find out, but it could also be that the heavier packs don't have a lightsaber die cut in them, and that the weight difference is the cutoff of the lightsabers. We'll find that out too. So if we weighed these correctly, these should all be base. So I should open this and get an SR and a UR. If this system works at all. I have no idea if it does. I'm kind of just trying this for funsies here. This was not, if you can't tell, this was not a prepared video in any sense. None of my videos really are. So there we go. We found the other cluster. Okay. So like I said, there'll be multiple clusters of URs in here because like 2 sheets probably made this box. And sheet 1 was, this one, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the other sheet is something around 18. So it'll be, either 17, 18, 19 or 18, 19, 20, something like that. And then we'll get both of those clusters and that'll be our whole box. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll open all of these and then we'll open those. We'll see if we were right about the weighing. Now let's pop this, and if my other theory is right, this should have a lightsaber in it. Of course, I'm just theorizing here. There's probably forums where people actually know and have done the stats and know. I have not opened enough of these yet to have any kind of statistical data that would be meaningful, at least. We have a Mace Windu, but I bet it is a rainbow. Yeah, rainbow. And it is a lightsaber. Okay, so maybe that is what's going on. Is the weight difference is the lightsaber. That could be true. Weighing packs really only works if the cards you're looking for are thicker or have more foil coating or something like that that would make them weigh a little more. Or if the set is poorly designed, what will happen is there'll be an extra card in the packs that have sort of the hit in it. And in that case, it's like trivial to weigh them. So that's another thing to look out for. If your set has packs with non-consistent card numbers, that can be a big problem and make it very easy to weigh packs. So far, so good. So far, we've been correct. It's been a UR and an SSR in each one. And yeah, I mean, the pattern is holding because we pulled UR 17. If you remember, that was 18. So, like I said, it's going to be clustered around one of those two because these are the 2 sheets that made up this pack. And whatever the rare sheet is, I'm sorry, I just don't remember it, but whatever that one is, it's going to be it's not in many of these packs. Sorry, I've got to pause one more time. I'll be back. This should be the last time, though. I am back now. Yes, I'm sorry I have to pause so much. It's yeah, that's a weird day. I'm also doing a trade, so I have not started selling cards yet, as you know. Of course, if you want any, feel free to reach out and make an offer. I'm always open to that kind of thing. I'm very reticent to do it myself, so you're kind of gonna have to reach out if you want a card. But there's a Instagram user who has been putting together a Black Widow. Ooh, 2 comics in one. Sorry, I got really excited there. 2 comic cards. It's awesome. He's putting together a Black Widow collection. The Marvel character. She's an Avenger, and he's got so many. He's got hundreds of them, right? And he even has weird stuff like the Kamon cards and a bunch of the Hero Battle ones. And I was so impressed. I was like looking through his whole set and I'm like, okay, your collection is amazing. Like this is almost perfect, but you're missing two. And I'm like, and he's like, what? I didn't know I was missing two. And I found one Hero Battle card that oh, I have him right here actually. So yeah, he was missing this Hero Battle card. It's one of the originals, and it's the filmic art version. So there's a lot of comic book ones, but this actually has Scarlett Johansson's picture on it. So he was missing this, and he was also missing this, which of course he was because nobody knows about this. But this is the Kuyo set. So this is a bootleg of the Kamon set, and the Kamon set is pretty well known. So he had all the Kamon ones, but he didn't have the Kuyo one. And so I showed him those, and he's freaking out. And so now he's like trying to see what he can trade for me. And I'm like, I'll give them to you for free. I don't care. But yeah, he's gonna send me some Thanos cards, and he just replied, "I'm gonna pause again." And I'm back. Sorry. You really should not be filming. You should not. Word to the wise: don't film a YouTube video while you're also trying to negotiate a trade on Instagram. It's not a great. It doesn't work well. You end up pausing and annoying your viewers. Sorry, viewers. What is going on? So this was a 14.5 gram pack, but it has a hit in it. Not a major hit. This is I can't remember anymore, but I'm pretty sure that's an ST. But now I think that's a prize card. So I think that's a oh, sorry, you can't see them. I think that one's a prize, and I think that's an ST. But I'm not going to flip them yet, sorry. I'll flip this for you. I already have all these, though. So he hasn't replied yet. I'm sending him a bunch of Black Widow, and he's going to send me a bunch of Thanos cards. It's going to be cool. Okay, pausing again. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. We're getting close. We almost have a final deal. It takes a while to negotiate over Instagram, but he has a lot of Thanos cards. But I'm asking him for the weird ones, like a Panini sticker and a Hero Attacks. Oh, I haven't introduced you to Hero Attacks yet. If I get those, I will introduce you to the concept of Hero Attacks. You're gonna love it. It's a weird European thing. Very strange thing that Topps does. But yeah, we'll get to that when we get to it. There's a Hoth card, and here's another Clash. Anakin versus Count Dooku. Interesting thing about this is the battle that we saw in the film, the lightsaber battle between these two, was actually cut like quite a bit. And the real battle is so much cooler. And they filmed it actually. They filmed it with Hayden and, a stunt double, not actually Christopher Lee. But it's all green screened and stuff. It doesn't have any of the special effects added in, but it still is so awesome. And the stunts that Hayden is pulling off are amazing. If you can find that YouTube video, definitely check it out. And one more pause. This will definitely be the last one, I think. Okay, sorry. I'm actually totally back now, and I won't pause again, I promise. I hope I can keep that promise. But yeah, we settled the trade. He's going to send me... Where are we at? Here, we're going to take one of these. He's going to send me like 6 pretty interesting Thanos cards. Different types. A couple Hero Attacks cards, so we're going to definitely be able to look at those. And I'm going to send him the 2 Black Widows I showed you. So that's what we're looking for from this. This is base again here. 16. So man, y'all probably didn't believe me, but it is absolutely true. Like 16, 17, 18. Like these packs are built from like 1 or 2 sheets, and that's it. They are not fully randomized the way a top set would be. See, these are like fully randomized with many, many, many sheets, and then also have inserts and upgrades go into the pack beyond the randomization of the normal sheets. Whereas here, you're looking at just basically sheets getting cut and put into packs. And that's why it's so predictable, sort of what you'll get in a box. Which is fine. I mean, it's not a problem. unless you're looking for a surprise in your trading cards. But it almost means that you can like have more certainty of what you're going to get. Like I told you before, we're going to get probably 2 QRs. Those are probably there. And then, 1 or 2 hits. It looks like we got 2 big hits in this box. So I don't know this set as well, so I can't predict it. Yeah, that's cool. Trading's always fun. Yeah, and if anyone out there ever wants to trade with me, just, let me know what you're looking for, and I can tell you stuff I'm interested in. Or it's sometimes they're like dupes, and I just don't even care. I'll just send them to you. So yeah, just get in touch and let me know. If the website is one way, you can comment on YouTube, DM me on Instagram, however you want to. Doesn't matter. I'm not hard to find. And yeah, it's now 7:30. I really need to like get going because I need what is okay, it's got a gold background. I need to get my other videos going. I'm so far behind. So this is interesting. I don't have this one. And this 24 is a 3rd range now. This might be one of the very rare ones. This is definitely one I don't have yet. So that is nice. Oh, I wish your sleeves didn't do what you do. Why are you gonna do this to me, sleeves? It bent. It bent itself. That's what happened there. There we go. Alright. And now these were the heavy packs. So let's see if it meant anything. Probably didn't. Oh, sorry, I'm showing gold again. Here's our base. This is one blaster gave us this much base. This is why a lot of Westerners don't care at all about base, because you just get so much. Oh, a lot of cards in here. So we got a... that's why the pack weighed more. You can definitely weigh these packs, which means you can also weigh the blasters, because if the packs weigh more, then a heavier blaster would also mean it weighs more. So here is Darth Sidious. These aren't worth a whole lot there. This insert set is in almost every pack, so you don't get too excited about them. Although there are numbered versions of these, so you do have to check and be careful. I have not pulled a numbered one yet. And here is a Rey in the gold. So that's awesome. We got 2 golds in that blaster. I kind of think gold might be the blaster exclusive. I think that's what it is. I threw the box away already, so I can't look, but I think the golds are like exclusive to the blaster packs, and that's why we're pulling them. I've never pulled one from the hobby box. In Chrome, gold would be numbered to 50. That's why I was so excited before, but I guess that's not the case here. Oh, and actually, I know I have pulled a blue. So blue is what is numbered to 50 in that set. So there you go. The Wayne works. This is the QR. I bet this has the other QR. Wayne works. Never buy loose packs of this for sure, because as you see, it is trivial to weigh those and know what's in them. I guess with the exception of that, I was wrong about that. But these you're definitely able to know. And these are worth quite a bit, $10, $15 each for the QRs. There's a lot of different ones. I already have a Yoda, so this is a duplicate for me, but I don't mind. These are very cool cards. And since we're getting close to the end here, why don't we pull one of our bigger hits here? Take a look at what it is. So this is a it's a GP. And it's one of the GPs I don't have yet. God, they look so cool. Although in this case, the Darth Maul doesn't, it's the lightsabers that look so interesting. And this one doesn't have as cool of an effect, I think. But still, that artwork is awesome, and the gold foiling, very, very, very cool. Looks like there's a little bit of a drag line across the middle. That kind of sucks. Ooh, ooh, that is actually quite a bit of damage on that. Maybe I'll try to clean it. I don't know if I can clean that. The way you would clean that is you would get like a Q-tip and just the tiniest, tiniest bit of a solvent on it, like some kind of paint thinner or isopropyl alcohol, something like that. And just like I am talking, you just kiss the surface of the solvent with the Q-tip. You need the tiniest, tiniest amount you can possibly get on that Q-tip. And then you just touch it and wipe it with a little cloth, a microfiber cloth. And then just touch and wipe, and it might come off if that's like a glue or something. But if it's a paint issue, it won't be. It's not fixable, and the car is just damaged. The reason I'm talking about this so much is these can be worth quite a lot of money. I have a Darth Vader one that's worth almost $200, and I have a second sister. I think I have the second sister. Oh no, I have Azaj. Azaj I have, and then now I have Darth Maul. So I have 3 GPs. Awesome. Also great hits. Like the first time I pulled the Darth Vader, they told me it was a case level hit, but I have not even opened a case worth of boxes yet, and I now have gotten 3 of them, so I don't think it's actually case level. I think it's maybe like 4 or 5 in a case. So I think you can weigh the gold. That's what you're weighing. When you weigh those, you're weighing the gold. I'm pretty sure, because every one of the heavy ones has had the gold in it. Yeah, so this will just be a regular refractor. They call these rainbow foil refractors. But they are just the default. They're not a big hit or anything. Certainly not numbered. Yep, and then we got another comic book cover, which I love comic book covers. One of the cards he's going to send me for the trade is a comic book cover, in fact. And luckily, the person I'm trading with lives very close. I could honestly drive the cards over to them. That would be weird. I'm not going to do that. It would take about an hour anyway, so I'm really not going to do that. But I can ship it to them. They probably get it the same day or like the next day. So there we go with that's all the flagship is on the table now. I got a lot of comic book covers, which is cool. That's one blaster. That's not a hobby, that's a blaster. You get a lot of cards, 70 cards. Oh, I was right, it's an ST. And it's the Y-Wing. So I don't think I have the Y-Wing yet. I might have it. No, I don't have the Y-Wing yet. So these ST rarities are a little bit above UR. They're just above QR, but they're below GP in rarity. So that's kind of how that system works. So that was the hit we pulled there. We have one more pack that we weighed heavy. And I would bet the entire archives that this has a QR in it, because I have never ever seen or heard of a box of this that did not have 2 QRs. So yeah, here the entire archives is on the line. I don't know who I'm going to give it to, but if I'm wrong, not wrong. This set is patterned. It's like I showed you here. It's like a patterned set. You can figure it out. And as a result, never buy loose packs, because people like me who know it can just kind of tell you like, oh, I pulled both the QRs. That means there's no more QRs in that box. And it's a guarantee. So I already have Loop 2. So unfortunately, both these QRs are dupes. It's still a good box. Good box because of that card. That card made the whole box work. Okay, there's our table. I am not going to go through these anymore. We're already at 45 minutes, which is way too long for this video. I really apologize. I promise the next video I will do much quicker. Anyway, Catch you later.